Good morning. Welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you some prediction readings for the 20th of January. Oh, it's a beautiful summer's day out here, guys. I just had to come out and shoot. I got the doggos hunting around for food over there. I sprinkled a lot of food around the yard. Hopefully they're not going to come near the camera and yes, knock it over. Usually sprocket, just saying. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen. Now, of course, guys, we cannot go without mentioning Trump's inauguration. Oh, I couldn't help myself, guys. Oh, it's so exciting. I think there's one day to go. And we're going to have well, they're calling it Trump 2.0. I used to call it Clown Show 2.0 last year, but now it's the Trump, cheers to that, Trump 2.0 they're calling it. That's so funny, guys. I did giggle when I heard it. Welcome also anybody new to my channel. Hit those like buttons, guys, and please feel free to comment down below. It can take me a few days to get back to you because I do have to hunt for your comments. We know YouTube mucks around with them. They do bring them back even after 7 days or 3 weeks. Sometimes that's been known to happen on this channel quite regularly. So thanks anyway, guys, for always being here. You know who you regulars are. You always write to me and I always try and write back to you. I feel like we've built this little community here of like-minded people who are seeing through the BS garbage and lies, as I always say. Okay, we've got a little bit of admin, guys, to get through first. We've got the big battery fire going on in California, and they did admit it's the lithium battery fire. I'm not sure if it's a factory. I think it could be like a storage facility for lithium batteries or something like that. But anyway, it was being spoken about. So we know that the lithium fires, once they get a hold, lithium batteries rather, once they get a hold, it's a crazy fireworks event. So that's the latest in California. We know how much damage the fires have caused. Well, it's still going on. In Australia here, we've got the hate speech laws. They're going to look into them again. They're going to make them a lot stricter. We know that the hate speech laws have been being brought in globally. This is about the Jewish issues. I mean, it shouldn't even have got to this point, should it? But anyway, it has. So now they're going to get more intense with the hate speech laws. As we knew that was always coming anyway. That's just a reason to focus on it more, isn't it, guys? We've got the ceasefire in Gaza, that they were in doubt, and now it is. And then there's some hostages being released. I mean, this isn't a bad thing, but how do you rebuild things like rubble? I don't get it. Dust and rubble. It's so crazy. Imagine there'd be no infrastructure there. I think of water, sewage, all those things, food. How do they have farms and things? Like, you kind of think it's crazy, isn't it, to even get your head around. The other thing is we've had, yes, always drama, isn't there, in Australia around Novak Djokovic, because the tennis is on at the moment. I know a lot of you are probably watching it. It's been pretty exciting, actually. Novak's playing brilliantly, as per usual. And one of the commentators actually was having goes at him. His Serbian fans were cheering and everything, and he just bagged him out and said Novak's as an old has-been and kick him out. And anyway, there's all controversial drama here in Oz at the moment around this. I mean, how ridiculous. It shouldn't even be happening. I'm sure you'll see it on the news where you guys are. It's probably a global issue they'll be focusing on. So Novak refused to talk at his after-match interview, which can't blame him. He's had enough crap go on in Oz, i.e. the poisoning when he was being deported and stuck in a detention centre. Go figure. You gotta love that guy for holding his head up high. You do. He's a strong character. And the other thing, the TikTok ban, yes, it went off for a little while. We don't know what it was all about, but it's back on again. Watch this space, guys. Not sure what's happening there. To be continued, no doubt. There'll be more TikTok drama. The TikTokers will freak out. That's their whole life, isn't it? I'm not on TikTok personally. I haven't got time for it. I don't know how people find time to shoot all these videos. And oh my God. And the other thing, of course, we can't not mention the Royal Kardashians. They always come up. We got Harry off to court again. Harry has been going to court since he left England against the Murdoch press for dodgy phone hacking and lies and all this kind of stuff. Just the same old thing for Harry. Nothing new, just keeping himself important. It must cost Is it costing him a fortune or the taxpayers? Probably the taxpayers, I'm guessing. So Oh, watch this space, guys. You'll be hearing all about Harry over there in the UK now with the Murdoch trial. What a circus. I can't keep up, guys. There's too much going on. All right, let's get straight into the reading and we'll see what comes up. Oh, it's showing me America, and we know high on his agenda is the deportation, immigration issues. He's ready to go and clear out America of the illegal, well, mostly criminal immigrants. I am getting that, people being ripped apart. People's lives are going to be ripped apart again. And it's sad. Look, no one's saying that's not sad for all those people who came across. I mean, you got the same issue going on in the UK. We even do here in Australia, to be quite honest. But I am seeing that people being ripped apart again. Their lives are going to be ripped apart again and in turmoil. But I do feel like Trump's feels like it's not his problem. They have to go back and deal with the problems in their own countries. That's just what I'm getting, people being torn apart. I mean, it would take a very big emotional toll on those genuine ones. Hey, Sophie. On the genuine people. I don't think anyone's got much empathy for all the criminals and drug dealers and cartel that have probably come across. And, God, some of the crims from other countries, which we know snuck through the border gate as well. But I am getting that people are going to be very torn apart. They're going to feel displaced again. But Trump will talk about this a lot. There's nothing he can do. And in his terms, it shouldn't have happened in the first place. And he will blame Biden, of course. Well, Biden did do it. But I am seeing that. He's like, well, you know, really these people have to be blaming Biden. And it's not our fault that he stuffed up America, basically, is what he's going to come out and say. So it's going to be justified because he's the new leader, basically. Oh, I'm getting Trump's going to be looked at as the big money maker. He's going to really help Americans start to get ahead now. You're going to have really big positive changes. He's going to look at fuel prices. Could be taxes and things around fuel. I'm not seeing Trump on the big renewable path. I'm just not seeing it. I think he thinks it's a little bit of a... it's not high on his agenda, put it that way. I think, well, this is what I think. I think that Trump sees climate change as a bit of bullshit, really. So I feel like Trump is going to be quite vocal on the climate protesters, the Just Stop Oils, all this kind of stuff. He's going to really come out and say what he thinks about all these kind of things. Because it's not going to make any difference, is it? It's not going to make any difference. The extinction protesters, all the above. Trump's going to actually come down hard on these people because it doesn't make any sense to Trump. He's got different ideas about how things should be done moving forward. And it's not, which is a good thing, guys, it's not the agenda to roll out red carpet. In fact, it's showing me Trump rolling up the reset agenda red carpet and putting it in the skip in the dumpster. It's good. That means he's not going to follow the narrative. Yay, cheers to you in America. What a nice relief. All right, let's keep going. I am getting that the different leaders, they're showing me like Elbow, Starmageddon. I'm even getting Chris Luxon. I'm just getting, well, Trudeau's still there at the moment. They're banding together. So they're like, showing me them with like an elastic band around them, joining them together. You know how you put elastic band around like a heap of pencils or something like that, for example. They're bringing themselves together. They're trying to strengthen themselves in numbers because they're all nervous of Trump. That's what I'm getting. So elbows connecting. Everyone's nervous of what Trump is going to... Or what sort of changes Trump is going to make. I think all these leaders, well, supposed leaders, we wouldn't really call them our leaders, that are trying to implement this lovely agenda that we haven't wanted for 5 years on this channel, they're nervous. They're nervous because he's not a follower. Trump's not a follower. He's a leader. That's what you need. You need a leader. All right. And I'm getting this year, everyone's getting back to basics. Everyone's getting back to basics. As BS detectors and awake folk here on this channel, if you're here, you're already awake. We've already got back to basics. We've got back to doing the things that make us happy. We get out in nature. We keep our life very simplified. We don't spend excessively, I would say. And we don't tend to get involved in a lot of nonsense that's currently going on. We have our own opinions and our own beliefs, and we tend to stick to them. But I am getting that people are getting that back to basics. Well, basically, this is people waking up. They're being forced to get back to basics. They have to look at their budgets. They have to look at where their life is headed. They have to look at, how they're going to move forward in this crazy economy. I'm just getting these sort of things. People are looking at the basics. Well, people have had to cut back on holidays. The travel's not like it was because people can't afford it, basically. And I've noticed, guys, and I don't know about you guys, there's been these ads with, was it Penelope? Who was that woman that used to be married to Tom Cruise or was in that movie with Tom Cruise with the dark hair? I can't remember. But she does these ads for Emirates, and they're very elite flying ads with flying first class. Everything seems to be about very elite travel. I have noticed that. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but I have noticed all these ads are being sort of directed at the very wealthy. And it's kind of interesting because you sort of look at it and go, well, that's out of my league, or, oh, I'll never fly like first class like that. Because most of us sort of fly economy or whatever, if we go on holidays at all. So I am getting that. People are having to go back to this basic life. It doesn't mean they're liking it, but they're being forced to do it, the people waking up. See, these are the... Oh, Sprocket's in the vicinity. Be warned, be warned. No, Sprocket, go wide. Oh, sorry, guys. Good boy. Thank you, Sprock. Come and sit here with Mummy. Sit. Sit down. Good boy. Stop. Oh, sorry, guys. You know how bad he is. Being blind, because my dog is blind, guys. He just can't pick up with the camera and everything. Sit. Sit. It makes me nervous. Oh my God. Just sit, Sprocket. Can't you just... Oh no, he's got his head in the veggies now looking for food. Oh my God. He's just eating a ton of food down the yard there. So I'm getting that. They're getting back to basics. They're having to sell things off, sell their caravans, sell their boats, get that bit of extra money so they can pay their home loans, etc. Sprocket. That's what I'm getting. So they're having to simplify their lives. We've already done all that. So for us, we actually enjoy living a very simplified life. That's what makes us happy, because we know by having a simplified life and a basic kind of way of living, it declutters you. You're not full of stress and anxiety and fear and worries, and you just, you live without that. Sprocket, stop. Oh my, no. Sorry, guys, I'm going to have to move him. Sprocket, come on. You're going to knock the camera off. Quick. Come here. Come here. Here. Good boy. Sorry, guys. Oh my lordy. That dog, what am I going to do with him? Oh my goodness. What was I going to say? Oh, it takes the resistance out of your body. That's what it does. So you're able to breathe again. You're able to flow more, allow things to come into your life more. It's a very different way of living once you awaken. So this is what's happening. Well, they don't call it the Great Awakening and the Great Shift for nothing. That's what's happening this year. People are really having to simplify their life. And they're being forced to. We all know that. Okay. Well, I keep getting Europe's rising. They're rising up. Europe's rising up into its frequency, its power. They're making a stand. Big changes across Europe. We keep saying these waves of awakening. I just keep getting that for Europe. People are standing up now. It's just what I'm getting. People are standing up now. And they always have in Europe, in different parts. But I'm seeing more and more and more. Like I keep saying to you, the cost of living in Europe is scary, out of control, completely unaffordable living in Europe. All right. Oh, I think I got bitten by a mozzie. Oh, good. He's laying down behind me. Fingers, Sprocket stays there. I'm getting we're like this cheer squad for Trump. And I think, to be honest, look, I know there's some of you out there that probably aren't big into Trump, but I think Trump to us on this channel represents change. And we're going to embrace any change. So it's sort of showing us doing the like cheerleading, like give us a T, give us an R, give us a U, give us an M, give us a P. Trump, you know, Trump, Trump B. That's what I'm getting. We're like big cheer squad because we're wanting change. We just want to see if he can bring about change. Because there's really, if you think about it, there hasn't been a lot of hope in the last 5 years. Oh, and not to forget, guys, I think we've got the great Davos event coming up, which will be lots of fun again, all the BS and planning out of our lives that they do, and I'm sure Billy Goat will be there telling us all what to do with our health, and the WHO will probably make an appearance, and it just goes on and on. I can't believe 5 years on they're still meeting in Davos and all this. I mean, they've been meeting there forever, but it just seems to get worse every year, doesn't it? But this is what I'm getting. We're like a big cheer squad for Trump, because it gives us hope, and we see light, and we see, the thing is that Trump brings energy and light. That's how a lot of us here, not all, I know, but a lot of us see him as the potential to flick the light switch on for a lot of people. Well, people put their faith in Trump, didn't they? They voted him in, and that says a lot about the American people. And I'm telling you now, after the LA California fires, there'd be a lot of people waking up in those areas. Even the wealthy people weren't on the elite page. They didn't know about all the agenda and all those things, but I tell you what, they'd be waking up to a lot of this now. All right, let's see if there's anything else. I've got the feeling Chris Luxon's backpedaling on some deal. It could be like a military deal. We often talk about the top end of New Zealand. He might have to back out of something because financially it's not viable. He doesn't want to keep putting your country in debt. I keep saying that he's trying to build it up financially. So he might back out of some deal, but he will look at other ways to have better military force in the region. He's not going to leave you guys unprotected, but I think some things he's felt were, ooh, that bird nearly ran into me, it's a parrot, actually a green parrot, were out of proportion. So I am seeing him backing out of some big deal. It's probably with Ziping and Panda. But he's going to create new deals. He's really, he's moving your country forward. It's very positive in New Zealand. It's good, and that's in the military. Oh, they're showing me Australia going to the vote. We go to the vote soon for Elbow and Pooter Dutton. And they're saying that Elbow's got a big cross next to his name. So basically in the voting ballot box, there's going to be a lot of crosses put. Although I think you only tick the one you want, don't you? But I am seeing a big cross. Elbow has like... They're showing me like an old deflated balloon. You know how you get those big balloon people or a big balloon blow up thing? Well, it's showing that someone's like put a pin in it and it's gone and Elbow's just like a flat old deflated balloon. That's what I'm getting. He's just epic fail now. He's gone. We've always known that. But on the news they keep saying how they're very even in the polls, and you think, I do not think so. He's driven this country into the absolute ground. So that's what I'm getting. I'm just seeing a big cross against his name in the ballot box. Fingers. Oh. All right, I'll see if there's anything else, guys, then we'll pull some cards. Oh, I'm getting China, and I'm getting that you guys are like holding your breath. We know... beautiful parrots today. We know that Trudeau has resigned, whenever that may be. I think it's when you get a new leader voted in, isn't it? But people are sort of holding their breath. It's like they're all waiting, anticipating, waiting. No one can wait for that day that he's actually gone and it becomes reality. People are very anxious about this because he's still there. So it hasn't become concrete yet. And of course, there's always nerves around. There's always nerves around who will be next? Who's going to take over? What are we going to have to deal with next? Is it going to be somebody worse? Because look at Sushi and Starmageddon in UK. You know, these things can happen. We knew Boris was bad, but Sushi and Starmageddon really take the gate. So this can happen. So people are still, they're really holding their breath in China. They're anxious. There's a lot of anxiety in China. People are scared. Of course they are. You don't want somebody that's worse than Trudeau. Not that you could really get anybody worse than Trudeau, could you guys? Surely to God not. So people are very anxious, sadly, in China. Let's see if I get anything else. And I'm just getting like that the anxiety is very real because people are trying to step out of it. They want to step out of that state of, well, he's driven that ship for a long time, 5 years in China, of fear, control, all those, what would you call it? A little bit like pandas run with the communism style of governing. But this is what happens. People get locked into that fear and anxiety and worry, and it takes time to remove that or to get out of that state or to become brave again. So I am seeing that in China. People are waiting anxiously to see what change is going to come. And you've got to admit, you have been squashed with free speech and all these kind of things, protesting, etc., etc. Auto work, truckers protests, we all know. That people thrown in jail, blah, blah, blah. It makes people very nervous still because they want those laws and things to be reversed or to change. And they want, you know, people want justice too. Everybody wants that corruption of Trudeau and all that to come out. But as we know, nothing ever comes of it. They just get away with stomping on people. Look at Dictator Dan here in Melbourne, the most locked down city in the world for 2 years. They just get away with everything. It's crazy. So I am getting that. A lot of anxiety. But hang in there, guys. Hang in there, guys. At least there's hope now. There is hope for a better future. You just have to stay strong and stay positive. I know you BS detectors are fine. We've navigated this crap for 5 years and that ain't been easy. Especially in China, you've had it very, very tough. So just keep going, because remember, more people are waking up. More people are seeing the truth. More things are being exposed. It's awesome. All right, hang on. I'm still getting changes in the UK government. Starmageddon's not going to be in for long. Please don't think you're stuck with him. He's just a puppet. We know he is. So I'm seeing changes are afoot again. I said I got that knocking at 10 Downing Street the other day. Well, I'm seeing the door opening now. So I do feel like there'll be swift changes. It might happen very quickly. It might happen very fast because I think they're realising that Starmageddon's... I know you guys did that petition. You got millions and millions of people signing the petition to get rid of him. So people know that he's not likeable. He's not warming to the people. So when you're not warming to the people, you're not even going to be able to implement anything, let alone some ridiculous agenda that they want you to implement. So they're sort of sensing that that's not working. So I'm not seeing him there for much longer at all. Oh, fingers he gets out. He's such a thing, isn't he? Oh, so many stories and corruption and things that go around about him, isn't there? I know you guys are right onto it over there in the UK. He's just one of those things, isn't he? One of those clowns. Let's pull Queen of the Moon Oracle, guys, and see what we get. Oh, it's beautiful out here today. Dogs are passed out. Absolutely gorgeous. Creation. It's interesting, isn't it? It's like your thoughts create your reality, don't they? They vibrate out. It's like you start with like a plan on paper and you create things. So your mind creates your reality, is what I'm getting there. Keep creating, guys. Create your own reality, is what I'm getting. We've got better at that too, haven't we? Let's pull an angel card. And I guess when you think of creation too, it's creating how you feel, like doing things that make you feel full of life, calm, more neutral in this crazy world we live in, detached. Truth. The best way through the current situation is to just speak your truth. Contrary to what you may think, no one will be hurt if you express exactly how you feel. We get the truth card a lot. That's something that we have, I would say, mastered. Staying in our truth, believing in our own beliefs in ourselves. Contrary to what you may think, no one will be hurt. Well, it doesn't hurt anyone, does it? It just makes people a bit angry. That's what we've found in the last few years, isn't it, guys? People get a bit angry if you say the opposite to them or believe in something different to them. So it's very important to stay in our truth. It's the truth that leads you forward on your path. Let's pull a happiness card. The truth will lead you forward. That's what our journey is. As sensitive, psychics, intuitives, our journey is to stay true to the things that we feel and sense and be guided to. We can't help it. It's just how we are, isn't it? What's this card? Looks like little pebbles or rocks piled up. Become a master. Practice your strengths until they are perfect. And we did talk about doing the master class of spirituality last year, didn't we, guys? And it was very hard. Practice your strength until they are perfect. Become a master. And when I think of that card, that's a master of your own domain, really, isn't it? That's a master of, well, it's not saying, being a master isn't about being perfect. It's just about always making sure you're moving to those next levels. You're mastering new things. You're not just staying stagnant and your life's boring and you're not growing and expanding. Keep mastering new things. 2 years ago, for example, this is an example, I never grew home veggies. I think I'd grown tomatoes once, something like that. But you all know my girlfriend Sandy, the dog whisperer, who's written the book Finding Stillness. If you want to find it on Amazon, she's really brilliant at dealing with animals and people. Great tips in that book. She taught me how to grow home veggies. Now I grow them every year. I know a lot of you grow your own veggies, but that was something that I've mastered now. I know how to get the soil ready. I know when to put the crops in. I know which ones grow over winter because I live in a very harsh climate in the mountains. I get a lot of like snow sometimes and frost and fogs. So that's an example of mastering your skills. Like I continue to try growing new things this year. I've grown, for example, zucchini and corn. They're new. I haven't grown them before. So this is what they're saying. You might have learned something, but keep mastering it, improving it. And this is in every aspect of your life. So the gardening's just an example of that, guys. All right, let's see if there's anything else to finish off with today. Oh, I'm getting that song. Oh, how's music? It's just the best, isn't it? I'm getting that song by Thompson Twins. I love Thompson Twins. Do you all remember them? I'm getting that song, Hold Me Now. Oh, my heart, oh, my cold and tired heart, stay with me. Let love then start. Such a great song. I'm getting that song. Let's see if there's anything else. I'm getting Purple Rain by Prince. Purple rain, purple rain. I never really understood what that song's about. I'm guessing it's got some sort of spiritual meaning to it. Purple's one of those sort of colours, isn't it? I think of amethyst. And I don't know, I'm just getting the song Purple Rain anyway. Might mean something to you guys out there. That's why I say the song if it comes through. Oh, I'm getting that song by the Beatles. Oh, how's the Beatles? They're so awesome, weren't they? I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love, can't buy me love. And if you think about the words of that song, no, 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 no. It's about that materialistic world of fake things can't buy you love, can it? Love's just something that happens organically. But also this is about moving with the awakening from this material world into that spiritual world. So I'm going to leave you with that song today. I'll buy you a diamond ring, my friend, if you make me feel all right. What's it called? I don't care too much money. Money can't buy me love, can't buy me love. It's probably called Can't Buy Me Love, isn't it? Anyway, you can't buy love. You've got to like create it yourself, haven't you, and discover it yourself. It's that love from within. It's just a love frequency vibration is what we talk about on this channel of, well, freedom, hope, enjoying life, learning to live in the now. That's one of the biggest parts of being awake, isn't it, guys, is learning to live in the now. Eckhart Tolle's the master if you don't know how to do that. But that's what saves you. If you're feeling depressed, anxious, any of these things, that is how you turn all of it around. You learn to live in the now. Just like pets. Pets are very good at living in the now. I'll show you Spocky if I can. There he is. Spocky, say goodbye to everybody. They live in the now, don't they? And Sophie's overlaying in the dirt. Of course she is. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Ooh, the inauguration. I can't wait. It's going to be exciting. Let's hope it all brings lots of change. The trumpet show 2.0. Oh, my God, guys. Too funny. All right, take care, everyone, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye, everyone. Don't forget to like buttons and please comment. Love hearing from you. Bye.